Alright everybody, here is the overview for the Lightmagic 3.2. I've added some new features and kind of brushed up the add-on to make it run even better. So if you come in, you can instantly add a light, and I'll go ahead and just add in a point light. I'll just see as it comes in at 3 meters. So you can move it anywhere you want. I didn't like it appearing right down here in the world or on the grid or the 3D cursor per se. So I have it added right here. So it's going to be world origin, but at the same point, it's coming in at 3 meters. If you go to item, you'll see it comes in at 3 meters. Now I can select all of my lights, and if I don't have any collections whatsoever, just select all the lights. It's not going to select the plane, as you can see. And then I just click this button one time, and it's going to add everything to a lights folder. Now that you've got everything in a folder, if you want and you have a couple different objects in your scene, you could name this Shadow Caster and grab this one and name it Receive. So if it's blue, it's on. If it's not, it's off. And so that can be a shadow casting and receiving function for you. Now, when I grab one of these lights, it's going to register every light in the scene and show me what I've got. So I've got a lot of basic functions in here, and then there's some other things in here that are a little more custom, like the grab folder and the grab light. So the grab light, you'll be able to just come in here and grab any light perspective of its little menu option here. You'll see it's separated by a little box. So if I want this point light right here, then I just select it and grab that point light. And let's see, I've got a spot, an area, and a sun, and a point. So I had labeled the sun as a spot because I was kind of playing around with it. All right, so it's still going to come in at the regular scale, as you can see, and I'm not too worried about that because you guys could change it. If you have any ideas, functionality, things you'd like to see done to this add-on, it's for you guys, so let me know, and we can change these things as the add-on grows. So as usual, you'll have functionality within each block that's going to indicate the power for said light. So I grab this light, and this is supposed to be a spotlight. There we go. Okay, so and it's labeled here, so if you do change it down here, you'll still know. So that's one of the reasons I left a name block in here so you kind of see what's going on. So if I grab this one and go to turn up the intensity, then I can do that here, change the color, whatever I want to do. And bring up the light as such. And then of course you'll be able to change all these standard functions to change your fall off, your blend, and you'll be able to add it as a caustic light right here. You cast a shadow or not. If you go to the area light and grab the area light, of course you can do all the standard functions here, like the spread, the size here. You can make it a caustic light as usual. You can see it change down here. You can turn it to a portal if you wish. And then for the sun, go ahead and add in another sun so you can see the actual display for it. So now whatever you add in is going to come in at the bottom. So you have the sun angle, the intensity, color, and you can change all of that as you see fit, however you want to do it. The angle would be more or less like rotating this. So if you have it and you're hitting R to rotate it, it's going to be about the same thing. So you could change that to a caustic light, use nodes or not, and make it portal. Now another cool thing that's very custom is if you go from cycles to Eevee, it switches. Now you have use shadow, which is going to be for the Eevee engine, and some things will still be there, like caustic shadow and things like that from the cycle selection, but that's just going to tell you whether you have it on in cycles or not. It's not going to affect it when you're in Eevee. When you're in Eevee, you'll have the use shadows. Now for the individual lights themselves, I said you just grab them from here. You don't have to go over here and try to individually grab them. You could turn them off with the viewport display, or you could just turn them off in the render. So if you want to do that, every single light's going to have that. And then I don't have it in the add function here, but if you do put it in a 3-point light, it'll register your 3-point lights, and you can see what you've got down here, the tri-lamp, backfill, and key, and then modify those as you see fit and make them caustics, and so on. Then when you switch into the render engine, you'll get a few different options, of course. So you'll have all this static, and all of that looks pretty good, and you'll be able to do a lot of different functions with this. So that is about it for now. And I did add my tri-lights to that. You're supposed to add it to an object. So if you come down and add tri-lights, it'll put it on the object for you. So don't do what I did. Now I got to come in here. Well, actually, I don't have to do that. I can come in and delete them. And if I get a convoluted scene, here's another thing. If you get a lot of convoluted lights, you can select all your lights and hit delete. And so that's nice and clean. And you can just start adding 1 or 2 lights back. All right, so that's it, guys. Appreciate you watching. Make sure to smash that like, smash that subscribe button, follow the channel for more. Jump into the Discord if you've got anything that you want to say about the add-on specifically, so it doesn't clutter up in any comments, and it's better off as an actual discussion in the Discord. And that link will be in the description below. See you guys in the next one.